Hey guys, so I'm not doing well, and it's mostly just pure rage. I, I've spoken about this before in a video, I believe. Maybe I haven't. I don't know. I tried to record it before, and the footage wasn't good enough to upload. Although I might include it at the end of this. So every day, and I mean every single day, usually twice a day, cars will pull up outside my home, just across the street, like it's a small rural area, like I've told you before. And the engine will be left running, right? I'll hear the engine running. And this is the funny part. If they would just switch their cars off, I'd never know they were there. But the reason why they won't do that is because they don't want me to catch them. Okay? But here's what's happening. First, let me give some context. Sorry, let me give some context here. So this is a very rural area in Ireland. It's very quiet. Now, there is a primary school across the street. Once that's finished, there's no traffic up and down this road other than my neighbours, and I know all of them. But we've got a primary school across the street, then a church, then another neighbour, and then a play school, which is a kindergarten, right? And there's 3 speed bumps along this road. One before my home and 2 up the road after. Okay? So this isn't a place where you can speed at all. Not with the speed bumps, not with the neighbours, not with the school, the church, the play school, even though it is quiet, even though there is very little traffic, okay? Very little. Little to no traffic, really, once school is up. But what they'll do is they'll pull up, they'll leave the engine running, and see that door there behind me? That's my toilet, right? And there's a window there, and it's closest to the road. If I stand there in that toilet, I will literally, they will stay there with the engine ticking over for anywhere from 30 minutes to over an hour. They will flood their engines. Just sitting there. And as soon as I go out, if I stay inside the home and just don't think about them, that engine, that noise just keeps going and going and going, and you're in, like, if you're anything like me who knows a little bit about like how to treat a machine and how not to, you're going, what the fuck is that person doing? That's not what you do. Like, you switch off the car. Don't just leave it running. You switch it off if you're going to be there that long. And they're not even talking to anyone. There's not like 2 cars. It's only ever 1 car, never the same car. But it's only ever 1 car pulled up with the engine on. And when I go out to see who it is, when I make a run out with my phone or whatever, or just to see who it is, they peel off at speed. They are just gone. They go that fast, you can hear their cars hitting the speed bumps, and like, they'll nearly damage their cars trying to get away. And it's not like I'm going to like pull anybody out with a car or something like that. I was trying to record or trying to go and see, who is pulling him in? Do I recognize these people? Like, who is this? Who are these people? Are they making too much of it? That's how this started. But every single time I run out, they are gone like a shot. And I mean gone. They will damage their cars getting away. And so this didn't happen once or twice, this has happened like twice a day, every day, for about a month now, maybe more. Okay? Every day. So, wait till you hear this. What I decided to do was, okay, I'm not going to be able to catch them on foot, am I? I tried to video them before. I might include that footage here at the end. But I'm not going to be able to catch them on foot and like throw myself in front of the car or something, right? So I said, okay, fuck it. What I'll do is I'll jump in my car and I'll follow them, or I'll cut them off and I'll make them stop. And I'll make them explain themselves. Because it can't be coincidence now when it's upwards of 15 times. Where if I literally stand in there in the bathroom, they stay there. If I run out or open the door, they're gone. And I mean, like, it's what, 20 feet from my front door to here? And in that time, from me getting from this is a small house, guys, from me getting out the door and around just there, they're gone. That'll tell you how fast they're going. over speed bumps, outside of primary school, outside of church. Again, I know it's a quiet place, but still, outside of kindergarten, play school. What are they doing? What are they so interested in? What is this obsession about? I don't understand why they need to be around me all the time. Think about somebody else. Go a day without another man on your mind, you fucking freaks. But this keeps going on. So my plan was jump in the car and follow them or cut them off. Okay, that was my plan. And as of yesterday, as of me coming up with this plan in my head and telling no one, guess what the latest problem is? My car is broken down. I'm not lying to you. If you guys don't believe me, I can go out with the key right now and try and switch it on. A local guy who owns a shop actually tried to help me jumpstart it today. Because I was thinking maybe it's the battery. It's not. It's saying it's not recognizing the key and it's not even trying to start. But like now my car won't even start because that was my plan. I was going to cut them off. What is their problem like? And what are they so afraid of? They'll damage their cars. And they'll nearly flood the engines. They'll waste fuel in a time where you know how expensive diesel is with everything that's going on in, Iran and Palestine and Ukraine and everything. Like, you know how expensive it is, but they'll literally flood their engines and damage their cars trying to get away. That's how uncomfortable it would make them for me to see them. Just to see them. Because I wasn't going to run up. Like, I've never even got a good look at who's in the car. But I know it's just one car, like, it's not a bunch of people talking. It's never the same car. But, like, what are they doing? Why is this their everyday obsession? Every day, twice a day. Again, I've got some footage of this before. It was no good. I might chuck it in at the end, just so you know what I'm talking about. But and now my car won't start because I had planned to try and catch them anyway. Guys, it's never ending, and it's not even subtle. It's not even subtle. Like, they're the most obvious, stupid, blatant idiots. Like, they don't even hide well. Like, it's so obvious that it can't just be coincidences all the fucking time. It can't. And like, I can't even get to the corner. Just right there, 20 feet, 20 steps, and I'd be running with my phone in my hand. And they're peeling off at that speed. And in regards to my car, I know you're thinking, Jay, well, why don't you go get your car fixed? Well, if you've paid attention to what I've talked about in my previous videos, I've got news there too. They shut my money off in December. So I haven't had any money since December. Do you understand? I'm surviving off rent that was owed to my dad. But I'm surviving off it. Well, actually, it wasn't rent owed to my dad. I was owed half of a car I sold. And that's how I got that, because my scumbag loser brother wouldn't pay me. There's another guy we need to do a deep dive on. That fucking abomination. But anyway, so I haven't had any money since December, right? And here's another thing I found out. I was in talking to social workers, or whatever they're called. You know, those people that are trying to help me get my money switched back on. And apparently I should have been on €242 for like this entire time, or somewhere close to it, like 235 or something like that. I promise you, for the last, like 4-5 years, I was on €215, and then I got a little bit of a bump in September up to 225. So 200. I went from 215 to 225. Okay. Now I thought that was normal. I thought that was it. What was it? Sorry. I thought that was what everyone was on. Okay. I only found out recently that everybody else has been getting a lot more than that the entire time. So what I did was I went down to the Bank of Ireland in New Ross. I go in, and there's an ugly abomination piece of shit behind the desk. Looks a lot like Trudy, my auntie, who you know as Katy Perry or China, or who else did she play? She tried to play the Warrior Princess one, but she made a balls of it. Who else did she play? I can't remember. I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway. She's an ugly, manic, fucking creep bastard. But anyways, yeah, so she was there behind the desk, or a woman that was very much just looked the exact same as her. And she told me that there's no. Look at your statements. It says 242 on the statement, so that's what you were getting. I said, no, it's not what I was getting. I have one bank account. I have one source of income. I have one app. I check that app almost daily because I have to budget on 215/225 for the last 2-3 months before they switched it off. I have to budget off of that to pay my ESB, which is also there's a farm that's nothing to do with me, and for some reason they're still running off of my pump. So that farm is being ran, like the pump is electric, so I'm paying for that. They've also broken into my home and hooked up to my ESB multiple times, and nothing's been done about that. Like, guys, these things, these disgusting parasitic things, you wouldn't believe. But this is the thing, I'm surrounded by evidence. You can see where they've broken in. I'm going to video this stuff. And even if you don't believe me about the car, I'll video that too. But, like, I know how much money I get because I have to budget off of that. I really, really do. I can't afford heat most of the winter. My ESB bill is huge because they're very poor farmers. I don't mean poor financially. I mean they're just shit at farming. They don't look after their animals. They don't care. For them, it's like a show. They're those people that keep horses so that they look like somebody's. They're loser scum mentality, like they are. But anyway, I'm used to budgeting. And I'm telling this woman in Bank of Ireland, I'm telling her, no, I know exactly what I'm on. And these bank statements that have been issued to me, these paper statements, are saying something totally different over the last number of years than what I am familiar with. My app on my phone has been entirely different than this. Okay? And she was going, no, it can't be. Well, you can call fraud if you like, but no. I said, I know for a fact I'm right about this. And she says, well, could you bring out your app? Bring up the app on your phone and show me. So I bring up the app on my phone. And you know the way you can scroll through transactions and say, show more. All my transactions, except for parking that day and getting fuel the previous day, all of my transactions had been wiped off the app. Again, I'm tempted to video that and upload it here, because if not, I'm actually worried you guys won't believe me. And I'm not lying to you. I can't even, the proof I had on my phone was gone by the time I wanted to bring it up and show it to the people, the relevant people. Okay? So I'm now, because I wanted to try and catch them, I'm down a car. They've been stealing money from me this entire time because I should have been on 230 something that went up to 240 something. Instead I've been on 215 that went up to 225. Now there's no record of that, even though everybody else gets paid on Wednesday, I get paid Thursday. Why? Don't know. Could ever make sense of it. But I get paid Thursday. And that's what would come in, 215, then went up to 225. I would budget off of that. And now there's no way for me to prove that. After 4 or 5 long years of being on that money with nothing else, I can't even prove that's what I used to live off. Because their statements says something different than what my phone has been saying. What the fuck is this place? What is this world? And what are they? What are they? And how does this work so well for them? How are they able to do this shit and get away with it? Like, and even now, I can't even catch them with the car now. So what am I going to do? I suppose I just run out every day and see if I can record them on the phone. So you guys can see that they peel off every time I get close. Or every time even before I can get their license plates. Like the last time I uploaded a video, this is a good camera on this phone. I'm using the one that's facing me. I'm not even using the good camera at the back of the phone. I'm kind of using the selfie. I'm tilting sideways here and using the selfie camera. I'm not using the good one on the back. I am when I run out and film them. And I can't get the license plates, can't. Like, the footage is worthless. How the fuck does this work? And what are they doing? What is the obsession about? Are they trying to see what I remember? Are they remote viewing, monitoring, or whatever? If so, what are they... I have nothing. I'm in a 300 and something year old house that's fallen down around my fucking ears. What are ye so interested in? Not you guys watching, I mean them. But, like, guys, it's non-stop. It is non-stop. I don't know what to do. Now, honest to God, I don't know what to do. I can get no one to help me. There's just... I literally have, I think it's €1.12 to my name. And now a car that won't start. So even if I needed to get into an appointment with a social worker to go, hang on a minute, this guy has been without money. One of them told me it was actually a humanitarian issue at this point. It was a humanitarian issue at this point. For someone to be without money, without food, like, thank God I know about foraging, guys. Because what a lot of people consider what a lot of people consider weeds, like nettles and thistles and the roots of dock leaves, I know how to cook and eat them. And if not for that, I'd have starved. Literally, I'd have starved. But this is what's going on. This is my life here. And this is why, like, I don't know what I'm even asking you to do. I don't even know why I'm bothering to make these videos, but I suppose it's just, if you're going through similar shit, I suppose you know that you're not alone in this, I suppose. But that's it. Like, what the fuck do I even do at this point? I totally understand people that go cracked and just make a go at them, because they are such cowards. They are such fucking worms. I hate them. The fact that they exist just disgusts me on every level. I want them all to get eaten alive by ALS or Lou Gehrig's, whatever it's called, MND. I want them to rot from the inside out in fucking agony. I want them to suffer. Because the fact that they exist is such a fucking insult to existence. Like, all this for what? What is this all about? What is this all for? They're worried I'll what? Talk about them? Be happy? Like, what are they so worried about? Why am I on their mind so much? Why are we such a priority for them? And I know you can go, oh, well, they view us as cattle, Jay. They view us as cattle. What? Even when I ate meat, I didn't give a fuck that much about cattle, other than I hope they're not being abused. Like, if they view us like animals, how come they were treated with less compassion than animals? And this is the thing, I've already done the video on disclosure. That's why you need to know it's bullshit. Because if they are some sort of higher species, these Balaket, these reptilians, these scaly parasitic fucking worms, if they're a higher species, why are they so obsessed with something that's lower than them? Their words, not mine. But yeah, so That's the update. One, I've been being robbed for the last number of years and never knew anything about it. The paper statements are totally different in the app on my phone, which I check on a daily basis. If you don't know, Ireland is one of the most expensive countries in the world. In the entire world. They say it's the most expensive in Europe. So €215? That's not a lot of money, guys. That's not a lot of money. Like, literally, I'm overdue 500 on my ESB. They're threatening to switch it off. So that's not what I've been robbed. I've been robbed consistently and can't even fucking prove it now. I suppose I could call Bank of Ireland fraud, but sure, for what? What are they going to say that subhuman bitch inside in the bank didn't already say? They're just going to bluff me off the same way she did. May she die screaming. But like, what's the point? What am I going to call them for? Like when I was robbed that time, you saw the video I put up ages ago about being robbed. People asked me, because I did tell one or two neighbours. I don't even think they were human neighbours, to be honest with you. It didn't seem like it. But I told a couple of them about that. And like, they go, did you report it? Did you report it? For what? Have you ever reported something to the guards in this country? They'll sneer at you, cause problems for you for giving them work, and then just bluff you off. Oh, there's nothing we can really do. There's never anything they can fucking do. Never anything they can do. Hey, your man stabbed me here, but I'm, oh, well, you see, we didn't really see it happen because my shoelace was untied and Tom was looking at a pigeon. What the fuck? Like, they never are, they're not worth a fuck. They truly aren't. But sorry, as an update, yeah, constantly being stalked and harassed. The cars will stay there literally for an hour. If I lean against the wall and just listen to them, they'll stay there. As soon as I open the door, they're gone. They're gone. I mean, sped off. Like, I'll just see the tail lights and them flying over the speed bumps. I decided 2 days ago I was going to get in my car, chase them down. As of yesterday, my car won't start. It's broken down. I have no money to fix it. I have no money to fix anything. I have no money to eat. Never mind fix it. This is what my life is like here in St. Leonard's, Ireland. This is what my life is like. And if you think I'm lying, I don't know how to prove this to you, but honestly, I am open to trying anything, and I mean that. I have Serpent Stop. I have a phone. If you think I should go down and video them and confront them on everything they're doing, because I know where some of these people live, I will do that. If you think I should go and check if they're wearing a mask, I will go do that. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not someone with a criminal record. They can't lock me up for, I might get in a bit of trouble, but they can't lock me up for long. Whatever I need to do to prove this, guys, please sound off in the comments, because I'm serious here. I'm serious. I'm stranded now, surrounded by these fucking scumbags. So you know what? If they want a problem that bad, let's have a fucking problem. What do you think I should do? Now remember, I can't get in the car and drive. Can't get in the car and drive. Have no money. But I am surrounded. They're within walking distance. I can go video them. I can go with Serpent Stop and throw it at them and see if they react. Yeah, I know Ireland doesn't have snakes, but I have Serpent Stop. I've worn it on my clothes before, and yes, people do react. It smells of burnt wood and sulfur. It's not a nice smell. But yeah, some people react very, very strongly to that. I'm somebody with rhinitis, which is severe allergies, and I don't react to it. Humans don't react to Serpent Stop or any of those snake repellents. They do. Put 2 and 2 together on that one. But yeah, what do I do? Like, what the hell do I do? I'm open to any suggestions here, guys. Any suggestions. I know I'm running a bit long, but I needed to rant today because I'm fucking fuming. I'm just doing it there again today with that blue, whatever it was, with the blue car with the stupid stickers across the back. whoever it was peeling off at that speed, it filled me with rage because it was so obvious. They didn't even wait till I got a little bit closer to the car. It's as soon as I opened the door. And that makes me wonder, how the fuck do they know? How do they know when I'm coming for them? How is that possible? It really must be that they read your thoughts, or they're monitoring or remote viewing in some way, shape, or form. I don't know how. Other than them being reptilian, balakhet, whatever they want to call themselves, these subhuman, inbred bastards, whatever they want to call themselves. I don't give a shit. They are the scum we know them to be. They are Nephilim offspring. And by the way, with this Epstein file stuff and why it's not going to be released fully, Epstein is the bloodline of Solomon. That's why if you go through the files that were released, you can read about how he wanted to seed humanity with his DNA. Okay? That's because he's the bloodline of Solomon. Who was Solomon? Solomon was the bloodline of Nephilum, and he was a king. Way back whenever, who cares? But who cares about the timing, okay? Just facts is facts. Nephilim bloodline, for some reason, like, it's associated with dragon energy, dragon power. Another way of saying that is scales, or lizard, or reptilian. Okay? So we're all talking about the same disgusting abomination species, including my piece of shit of a neighbor. Well, one of them's okay. But, yeah, so, like, we're all talking about the same thing. I don't care if you're religious or not. We're all talking about the same thing. But yeah, so I'm constantly bothered by them. They've made shit in my car. They won't switch back on my money. So, like, even when you think of it, I'm now, yeah, it's nearly July, isn't it? So I'm the guts of 8 months, about 8 months without money. If not for selling a car, I sold a car and I got I got paid out of that. I sold a car for my brother and father, brother and father, two fucking pieces of shit. But anyway, yeah, I sold a car, so I got some money out of that. If not for that, and me being able to forage, I wouldn't be around, guys. I'd have starved, or I'd have just said F it and went and done things that I'm not allowed to talk about on here. But yeah, I'm trying not to lose my cool. You understand? But I'm not one bit afraid of them, and I know how terrified they are of me. I'm not a big guy, but they are so weak and cowardly. And I'm the opposite of that. I am the opposite of that. They run from me. And I hadn't even planned on doing anything. But anyway, back to the comment section. Guys, please sound off in the comments and tell me what you think I should do. Because I don't care about how I look to these people. They're not people. I don't care how I look to them. I am J. Fardy. This is St. Leonard's, County Wexford, Ireland. Okay? And I will carry this video, I will carry this phone around and video whatever it is you want me to do. Do you want me to go check their faces to see if it's masks? Do you want me to go around with serpent stop? Do you want me to splash holy water on them and see if that works? Do you want me to try and run out and throw myself in front of the car so they actually have to run over me? You know, or they have to stop, like, name it, and I'm going to do it. All right? Genuinely. I know it might seem like, hey man, fuck calm down. We've done 30 years of calm. Fuck calm. They want a problem. Let's have a problem then. Let's have one. Let me know what you think I should do. Because I'm out of food. I'm a way out of here, even if I wanted to. Can't even afford to get my passport renewed, even if I could get off this island. Can't afford to drive anywhere, even if I, you know. I have nothing. Nothing except a burning hatred and desire for the truth to be shown. Let me know what you think, please.